Okay, so after you're a born again Christian, one of the tests that God will give you is your money test. The money test is basically Him seeing if He can trust you with a little before He blesses you with a lot. So I'm going to give you the crunch version of my testimony. So this was about 4 years ago. I was down to my last $800, right? Yeah. So I'm driving down the street and I see a homeless guy, has up a sign, says homeless, I have 3 kids and something else. And I literally feel the Holy Spirit telling me, give this man some money. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I pull over, get his attention, and I give him $20. And he's like so grateful for it. Oh my God, you didn't have to do this. Thank you so much. I'm like, it's literally not a problem at all. It's my pleasure. And I drive off. And as I approach this red light, I feel the Holy Spirit telling me to give him $100. And I'm like, I only have 800 to my name. And I have 3 kids myself. I don't have a job right now. I still have bills to pay, God. What do you mean give him a total of 120? So actually the total wasn't 120. I think he wanted me to give him 100 initially. I was down to $800, you know? So I put my car in reverse and I'm flagging the guy down. I'm like, sir. And he sees me yelling at him or whatever. And he meets me halfway. So I hand him $100 bill. And he literally almost starts like tearing up, crying. And he's like, no, I can't take this, ma'am. I'm like, yes, you can. I said, you kind of have to take this. I said, God literally told me to give you this money. And he's like tearing up, more than grateful. And then I literally start crying. And that's my confirmation when this is the Lord telling me to do something. That's how I know it's Him telling me. Because I will start crying, getting emotional. I'm like, okay, I know this is from you and not from the enemy, you know. Okay, so that was the first person. There were 2 more individuals after this guy. And all 3 individuals, God told me to give them all $100 each. And after the first guy, I just knew. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to even hesitate if this happens again. And it happened 2 more times. The second person had 2 children with him. And then there was another guy who was by himself. But I wanted to be obedient. My heart was directed on just being obedient. Not even a week or 2 later, I'm at a store with my oldest child. And I'm prompted to check my Bank of America app. Don't know why. I just had this feeling, this nudge to log into my Bank of America app. So that's what I did. And I go into my app. So the night before, I knew I had no money. $0. When I checked my balance, I had $333 in my bank account. I don't know where it came from. Like I said, I didn't have a job at the time. Wasn't receiving child support. I had no income coming from anywhere. So I clicked on the amount to see where the money could have possibly came from. There was no record of where that money came from. I showed my son and I'm like, dude, look at this. There's no sign of where this money came from. And I knew that he knew that I knew, we knew where that money came from. And so that just goes to show you, if you just act in obedience, God will reimburse you and He will add that extra 10% as well. And that's exactly what He did for me. And no one can tell me that God does not exist, because He does. He's all seeing, He's all knowing. I also want to share that testimony because we live in a world that is just so thirsty for money. This world is very greedy. Satan and his tools have made people have this mindset of money. Gotta get the bag, get that dough, get that Skrilla. Well, here's the thing. We can't take that dough. We can't take that Skrilla to heaven or hell with us. That's not going to save us. Even when times get really bad, because we ain't seen the worst of it yet. We're getting there. If you look around, we're getting there. But when times get really bad, the richest man on earth is not going to be able to hide from Jesus Christ. Listen, I'm telling you, if you have not been baptized, go get baptized so you can be born again and filled with the Holy Spirit. He is where you're going to get your riches from, okay?